Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will show you how to use user-defined functions and how to work with units in SMAT Studio or SMAT Solver. I will also show you how to use SMAT Solver for Scratch calculations. Before we start, if you are new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the like and notification bell. Thank you very much and let's begin. In SMAT Solver or SMAT Studio, you don't always need to use a formula or declare a variable to perform calculations. You may also perform direct Scratch calculations. For example, if you type 5 plus 2 over 3 minus 1 over 2 equals, then it will give you the answer 5.17. As you can see, we did not use any formula nor assign values to any variable to perform the calculations. Another example, if we type square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared equals, then we should get 5. Aside from built-in functions that users can utilize, we can also create our own functions and use them in calculations. These are called user-defined functions. For example, if we type f of x equals 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, and then assign the value of 2 to x equals 2, then type f of x again equals, it will give us the value of 15. Change the value of x to 3 and then type f of x again, x equals 3, and f of x, it will give us 28. You can insert a unit in SMAT Studio in two ways. The first method is by using the Insert Unit window. You can access this by clicking the Insert tab on top and then select Unit. Or you can also use the keyboard shortcut, which is Ctrl-W. To the left of the window, you will see the dimension property list, and to the right is the list of units. When you select a dimension or property, all the units associated with that dimension or property will be displayed. Let's say, for example, if we select length in the dimensions or property window, all the units associated with length will be displayed. You may then scroll down to select the desired unit. If you know the unit that you want to use, you can search for the unit dynamically using the quick search field. Start typing the name of the unit, and you will notice that list displays the unit containing the characters that you type. For example, if we want to calculate the area of a rectangle 10 meters long and 5 meters wide, we can type L equals 10, Ctrl-W, and then type meters. Click Insert and then press Enter. The quantity will be in black and the unit will be in blue. Let's do the same thing for the width. W equals 5, Ctrl-W, meters, Enter. When we calculate the area, we can then type A equals L times W equals. You will notice that the area will have a unit of square meters automatically. Now, put another dimension for height. H equals, let's say, 7 meters. And then calculate the volume by the formula V equals length times width times height equals 350 cubic meters. Now, the second method is by using single quote or apostrophe. Using the same example as above, type L equals 10 apostrophe M, then press enter. And then for the width, W equals 5 apostrophe M, press enter. And then area will be equal to length times width equals 50 square meters. If we add another dimension, which is height, H equals 7 apostrophe M, press enter. And then volume equals length times width times height equals 350 cubic meters. Another example is for calculating current when voltage resistance is known using Ohm's law. Let's say, for example, we have voltage V equals 220 apostrophe volts, and then R for resistance is equal to, let's say, 10 apostrophe ohms. Current will be equal to voltage divided by resistance, which is equal to 22 amperes. After a calculation, you may also convert the result by changing the unit. For example, if we have force F equals 10 apostrophe, say, kilogram force, and then if we have an area of A equals, let's say, 2 square meters, and then the pressure will be P equals force divided by area, which is equivalent to 49.03 pascals. If you want the pressure to be in different unit, let's say PSI, place the cursor to the small black rectangle at the end of the result, then press apostrophe, and then type PSI. Press enter. The result will be converted from Pascal to PSI. When quantities are of large values or contains many digits, it is normal to use prefixes combined with units to minimize the number of digits in our calculations. For example, instead of writing 10,000 volts, we can use 10 kilovolts. Or instead of writing 10 times 10 to the negative 6 to the negative 6 farads, we can simply write 10 and then change the unit to microfarad. So for example, if we have a capacitance of C equals 10 times 10 to the negative 6 farads, and then a frequency of 60 Hertz, we can calculate the capacitive reactance by using the formula XZ C equals 1 over 2 times pi times frequency times capacitance, which is equal to 265.26 ohms. Instead of using the value 10 times 10 to the negative 6, we can use 10 microfarads. So if we just convert this to microfarads, Xc will still be the same. It will not change because we just simply converted 10 times 10 to the negative to its equivalent of 10 microfarads. So no changes in the result. And that's it for today's video. If you like it, please feel free to share this video and hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell to show your support to my channel. Thank you very much and God bless everyone.